Hi guys, we are here with another episode, guys. We are back. We know you guys, you've been asking Mko wapi. We want an episode of Hey Girl, and we are here with my favorite girl,
Rich Girl is Jackson.
Exactly, and I'm your host Mungai, and today, guys, we are diving into those discussions. Hizo zote ambazo umekuwa ukitutumia. We are there.
Tuko nazo, take notes. Hey, leo by then niliamshwa na makelele. Nafana alisema episode iko wapi? Ilibidi nimwambie Aki, I swear saa hii hata ni makeup napaka nende ni shoot Hey Girl. Like we can't just disappoint our fans.
Aki, guys, we're so sorry. We've been disappointing you.
Yeah.
We've been having, we are just girls.
We're just girls.
Yeah, we've been having ups and downs.
We're just girls. We're just girls.
Moja kiko na ups and downs, tuna go through ups and downs wote. But anyway, a lot has been happening.
A lot. Hey, a lot. Sijui tuanzie wapi, but I feel like wacha tuanze na mapenzi. Reason because Eve, let me ask you. How long do you think a man should engage a woman before officially marrying her?
Not even thinking. Personally, I thought like after you engaged, maybe like 3 months later, you should see a wedding. I don't know, but that's how my mind imekuanga ikifikiria until nikakuja kurealize Kenya,
propose
mara mbili, tatu. Okay. I don't know about that, by the way. Hebu niambieni leo.
Personally for me, if you engage me, that is promise for marriage, yeah? So, after me propose hivi, naanza sasa list ya wedding. Mama yangu, auntie yangu mwingine simpendi ya kuji, naanza kupanga list ya harusi. Like within 3 months, I feel we should do the white wedding.
Exactly.
Yeah, 3 months, we do the AG, but white wedding si mtu usign. Kwa hiyo harusi, yeah. So, but for me, I feel like I don't want an extravagant wedding. I want like a private, intimate wedding. But it means after 3 months, like we are married and dusted. Don't keep me waiting with an engagement ring for like 5 years.
And then you engage me again.
Again.
Okay,
for what?
Babe, I have like 5 kids with you.
Imagine.
Or 3, or maybe 2. What am I supposed to say? No? Or,
of course,
okay, make it make sense. What am I supposed to say?
Imagine you have 5 kids with this person and then he proposes. Of course, there's no way you're gonna say no. So I feel, I could say no. Unajua mimi pia nakuanga akili mbaya. Mimi naweza kuambia no. Umekuwa ukingoja nikuzalie ndio unipropozie. Exactly. Or like marriage inaenda na time frame ya mwanaume.
Okay, personally, from what I've been seeing on our socials and our entertainment industry, from people who are married or they're up to get married, I feel like it's up to men to decide. Nataka kukuoa hapana.
Yeah, that's why I say this world is a bit chauvinistic. Like every single thing revolves around men, which is something I don't like. And that's why sometimes I say I'm against marriage. But anyway, for me, the person who is planning to engage me, if there's no wedding after like, if you're not officially marrying me, within that year, I don't know what
why are you engaging me and then I have to wait for over 3 months for you to marry me? Like, make it make sense.
And then
you're
I get
like
kids.
A ring holder.
Exactly. Like wewe tu ni kurembesha tu vidole za mko. Me, by the way, apana.
Anyway.
I know, like to each their own, but for me, please, you cannot engage me for 5 years. And then I'm giving birth naendelea tu kuza. No. Nah.
But they make it make sense. Or there's some agreement that we don't know.
I feel like men, not even men. Yeah, let me say men. They fear marriage. Like kuna hii
men fear commitment.
They fear commitments. There's this kitu watu wanasemanga, unajua sasa ukioa like that's it. Like that's it. So ni ile wanadilidali wanakuweka, but I feel like it's not fair. I've actually seen women breaking up with their men because they've engaged them for too long. Like you've given me the ring, what's next? When are we getting married? For me, I like I like working with timelines. Mi napenda kujua, okay, we're in this relationship. In the next 1 year, in the next 1 year, this is where I want us to be. But if you're making that picture so vague, like what else am I supposed to do? Just to break up with you. Like you cannot engage me, you're not telling me when you're marrying me. Alafu wazazi pia wanaanza kuingililia.
Yeah, and it's always like it's the girl who want to get married, you know?
Yeah.
It's me asking, when are you marrying me? Like,
no.
Are you begging for this?
That's why I'm just praying that all my friends get intentional men. Because they're intentional men. For example, Juma Jukes.
Oh.
He actually proposed twice in a span of a month. and they already did the nikah and they're having their white wedding.
Mtu akipropose mara ya pili unapanga kwani nitasema
Unafaa kushtuka. No, I feel like, well, for that, fact that he proposed within a month and they got married within a month and they're now planning their white wedding, me for that, me yo niko sawa. And then niko against me, someone proposed 5 years ago, they're still not married. Like, what are you doing? Or what are you waiting for? Are you not sure that this is the woman?
Birth for you.
Imagine, and I'm still giving birth. Like, I just don't know. To each their own, but Mimi, Aki, if you're not giving me timelines, I don't think naizaka hata 2 years ni mingi. One year ikipita naanza kukushuku because why? Like why?
Okay, but it doesn't even make
it doesn't make sense.
Because why? Okay, sawa. Why proposing to me also? Actually, I think proposing to me even for the second time kind of looks funny, especially if it has taken like 5 years. Like
na kikuproposia the second time alafu tena akae 5 years tena. Do you know, I saw a woman who has been engaged for 13 years. 13 years. Adi, there's a reality TV show in the US inaitwa Long Engagement. It's a reality show of girlfriends who've been engaged for a while. Now they're trying to comfort each other. They're like, should I wait for the marriage? When you know, nasema, no, I cannot wait for the marriage.
Wanaambianga tu mtu kitu kubambe.
Ama, I think men do that just to keep you around.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kubambe. Like, you're like, how?
You're like, yeah, I'm engaged to so-and-so, I'm engaged to so-and-so. Akili yangu imering, mtu ameproposiwa, it's been 2 years. Hebu nitampigia leo na unamjua.
Who is that?
I'm like, girl, like, please just get married. I don't know.
Okay, first of all, if you're a man, why are you proposing to me if you're not planning to do a wedding?
Exactly. That's why some men are
funny. What is the point?
Exactly. It's
just want to humiliate me?
It's to torture the woman emotionally. Like, if you're proposing to someone and you're not marrying them immediately, you're just, you know, girls, we are like so emotional. Like, when someone proposes to you, like, you're just so emotional, you're trying, you know, to see the future.
Yeah, you're gonna tell everyone
and
about
then this man is like, wewe after 5 years, bado, like, nah.
And you know what? If this guy, the following day, he meets the person that he believes is the one, utashanga.
He's gonna, like, let's use the case of Two-Face, who's been married to Annie. They've been together for over 20 years, but married, I think, for 13. And he allegedly met this lady called Natasha, and he's like, I want to marry this girl. Like, it's been barely a month or two. He wants to marry her. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, and that's why I believe men always know what they want.
Yes, and men prioritize their happiness.
Always.
Like, a man will move on tomorrow. He will move on tomorrow. So even you, if you want to move on, please move on, because these men, they're so selfish. Like, they love themselves. And it is up to us women to also love ourselves and just
actually,
move on.
There's a friend of mine who told me, she always told me, can you just love yourself like men love
Men
themselves?
do, yeah.
Like, men, they always prioritize themselves. It's always about them.
Yeah.
Like, hata kufikiria.
So where do you fikiria? Because Deras he's not thinking about you. He's not thinking about you.
Oh my God.
Don't engage me for 5 years.
So you're not for that?
Me, I'm not for that. Like I said, me, I like having timelines. Even in my life, like I like having timelines of with this content. Where am I going to be in the next 6 months, in the next 1 month? With an engagement, I want to know, like, when are we having kids? When are we having our firstborn? Like, me open a timelines. It's just
let's have a plan.
Yeah,
we cannot just be living. Kwani sisi, like, you know, there's a time whereby just maybe after high school, it's just living. But kuna time inafika kwa life, msiwezi kuwa tu na live.
Things keep moving. Exactly. Ni kama vile leo umenikumbusha vile tulikuwa tunasema tunataka watoi by 25. Ndio hii mimi, you're 24, I'm 25, and I'm like, oh my God. Right now it's not possible. So then I'm like, should I add 2 more years, 3 more years? Like,
me, I've added 5.
Same. I feel so. I feel like
I'm gonna pass for
there's absolutely no way I'm having a child this year or next year. Like, nah, it's not gonna happen. So you see the way tumejiekea 5 years. Those are like timelines. So your time ikifika and it has not happened, then we will re-strategize. Sure. Same way with a marriage, yeah. Something else. Do you know I'm open to surrogacy?
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I think
like I feel
behind the cameras.
Yeah, I feel like women should be bold enough to take a stand when it comes to giving birth to children. Like we should never judge women who opt for C-section. Like for example, Jambi Fever on her story, she's very bold that she's going the C-section way. There's someone who wants to do an epidural. There's someone who wants to give birth on a water bath. Like I feel like women should always have option. Do you know giving birth is a life and death situation, which is people take so lightly. And that's why I get so mad. A man is engaging you for 5 years. You've given birth to 3 children. Your body is changing. It's up to you to start working out, ukule healthy, ndio urudishe mwili. Na mtu bado amekuengage. That's being selfish. Yeah.
But men are selfish.
They are selfish human beings.
Yeah,
oh God,
are.
They're so selfish.
But no, we're not trying to like throw them under the bus on this episode.
Yeah.
But we appreciate them for being here. We're just being honest.
Yeah, we're just being honest.
But if there's something I admire about men, is how they love themselves.
Yeah.
If women can be able to love themselves like men do.
Yeah.
Tungekuwa mbali sana, imagine. Mbali sana. Okay, me about what?
About
I don't even know whether I have a comment because about your trend, about giving birth.
Mimi surrogacy.
Wacha tupite yani.
But I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But as for now,
me
surrogacy.
too. I feel I'll cross that part when I get there. But I really love kids. When I meet kids out there, I relate to them so
Kwanza,
well.
napendanga tule tudogo tu unaweza inua ile watu nanukia. Oh God.
Yeah, I really love them. Even today I was from a shoot and then I met some girl like akona mamake hapo kwa street and she was so adorable. But I'm like
Hey, the process.
Nah.
The process.
First
of all, the process of choosing the father of the child. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness.
Tuachana tu na story by the way. Tuachie tu hapo.
Let's go to next.
Let's talk about people and getting gifts. Like the people who have been feeling like, you know what, I've been having this partner and it's not doing too much for me as compared to social media, you know.
Yeah.
We are seeing Diana with the brothers, we're seeing sijui nani, you know.
Bibi tajiri.
Bibi tajiri jamani,
I feel like for me, it's very important when you're in a relationship, study the love languages of your partner. For example, for me, I love gifts. I love quality time. I love gifts. But, acha nikwambie, mimi nishaiacha mtu juu hakunifanyia kitu Valentine's Day. Because, like, this is someone I had expressed that mimi I take special occasions seriously, like Christmas, kama ni Easter, whatever. So even Valentine's to me, it feels very special. So for him to ignore my emotions on that day and pretend like it's a normal day. Yeah, aliniambia Valentine's ni demonic. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, like I felt so bad. I was in campus and I felt so bad. I was like, ata hirungenibaya ka teddy bear. Because gifting someone, well, I feel like at the time, because I was in campus, I didn't really mind the type of gift I was getting. But now that begs the question, date mtu wa klasi yako. Usidate mtu wa klasi ya juu alafu unamnunulia teddy bear na kukasirikia the whole week. Like, match energy. Because, karibu nitumie example mbaya. Like right now, there's a caliber of gifts that I expect my partner will match up to.
Hata mimi.
Yeah, there's a caliber of gifts. You can't, right now you can't just surprise me with
teddy bear.
Well, unless it's that big one. But
really, you'd compare.
Si ati ikuwa ni teddy bear peke yake. Teddy bear alafu tuseme kwa tumbo ya teddy bear kuna like $5,000, you know. Like it can't be just a teddy bear. It has to be. That's why you should always date your type. Date someone. And nasemanga mimi, like you remember that day we were dragged for saying about 500k urgently and we were
na kwanza hey you 500k mimi nimedragiwa hadi mamangu shagwa anajua
hata show kijiji huko. What we were basically just saying is just date people of your level. That's why if I ask for a fridge as a present, like I know my partner is able to get that fridge because I know their financial capability. You get? But if I was in campus, I didn't expect my boyfriend at the time to get me a fridge because we were just children. Like the best he could do at the time is twende chicken, nini. But right now, I know he can get a fridge. So if I tell him to get me a fridge, I know he's able to get me a fridge. So watu wa date, watu wa type yao.
Imagine sijumbo na watu ujam. Ati umesema tu kila mtu like usini text tu siku baya but kama tu colleague moja usini text watu ujam.
Yeah.
Wanasema wasichana sijui
and it's the truth. It's the truth. Let me tell you, if dating someone is one of the biggest financial is one of the financial decisions you'll make for your life. Because do you know, dating someone who is not on your level, and then you start sacrificing money ati wewe ndio cover bills, maisha yako haitaendelea, and you will have disrupted your life just like that. Yeah. So I feel like dating is also a financial decision. Me, I don't want to be in a position where I'm paying rent for a man. Like, I'm not in that space right now. I'm in a space where I'm handling quite a number of things, and I would appreciate having a partner who is able to lift me up. That way, he's able to support me, I am able to support him, and we will have a healthy relationship where we can bring up kids. That's also another thing, and we are encouraging people, usipate watoto kama hujajipanga. It's the same thing, like, imagine date type yako, please, financially. Date people on your tax bracket.
It's not even being rude.
Yeah, it's not being rude.
It's a very like genuine advice. Just date someone who you feel like you're the same. Unajua, date mtu mwenye akienda hapo aode vitu unashangaa, oh my god.
Anashtuka.
Hizi ni nini? Tunaenda wapi? Yeah, anyway, let's talk about during the weekend there have been events that have been happening. We had Bahati, we had Boy, and we are saying that we've not seen so much about Boy.
Yeah, it's because I was not there.
I wasn't there.
You also, and I feel like we give the best recaps. We are the news. We are the news. So people didn't enjoy the Boy recaps.
Next time,
hey girl,
we didn't want to risk about it because you know. Hao watu inaitangwa nini? Ati wanaitangwa nini hao watu? Hao watu wanakujanga ati nini kwa events. Wanaitangwa
kufanya
occupy.
Occupy. Wanafanya mtu aogope kwenda event. Yeah, I understand. But hatukuwa, that's why.
Because I've seen with people they're like, okay, Boy performed. Alifanya poa vizuri sana, but we've not seen like clear videos. We've not seen anything. Like to go to sawa.
Personally, for me, I don't even know. Like what I saw at Burna Boy was people fighting for the jacket. Like beyond that, I didn't see. Like unajua kuna wale watu wanapeana. Hakukuwa na ile. Kuna vile Davido alikam and everyone knew Davido was in Kenya.
But what was the problem?
Yeah, I feel like the problem is this culture of events ilikuwa inafanya watu waogope kubuy tickets. Then also, let's be honest, those Burna Boy tickets were pricey. Yeah, they were very pricey because the VIP was 25.
But also, babe, let's not forget about like it was
his Burna Boy.
It was equally sold out.
Yeah, it was equally sold out. So I feel why were people not talking? I don't know. I don't know what was going on.
Like inanikale event yenye, ushaiona event imefanywa ni kama babe, umefanya event na uko na watu umetuita tu sisi. Watu wanajua tu Liz ako na event,
but amjui details.
They don't have much to say about it.
Kuna like
but
some vagueness.
Kila mtu alikam.
Like kuna some vagueness about this concert. I can't put my finger on it, but there's just some vagueness. I don't know. Plus also the organizers were pretty strict on the influencers. Because
it's something about organizers.
Yes, the organizers were very strict on influencers. Actually, most influencers were given regular tickets. Yeah, they were given regular tickets. Even media partners were given regular tickets. And you know, a regular ticket, atutakangi, if you have given me a gig to influence your concert, the reason why we ask for VIP or VVIP is for better
all
view.
Access.
Yeah, or all access is for me to get the angles, is for me to get a good view. But now, if you give me a regular ticket, and remember, there are fans who have been there since 3 p.m. wako huko mbele. So nyi mkifika kitu kama 5-6 mko huko nyuma. So how am I supposed to record? And there's a whole lot of human beings
there's
right
something
here.
I've never understood is about promoters and media and any other person who is doing like anything to do with media. There's always that mvutano. Like
sana. And I'm calling out organizers because this is something that has happened to me. You're calling me to cover your events, but you're giving me a regular ticket because you feel like you're doing me a favor by giving me a complimentary ticket to come to your event. But you forget I am giving you value by recording and telling people who
posting
posting and telling people who are not able to attend what happened at your show.
So I also didn't attend because
hata kama ni VIP wanape media house moja.
I also didn't attend because I also got the all access very late. And me, I'm always like,
you need to plan in advance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wallahi hata kama nalala, acha nilale. I'm not gonna show up.
Yeah.
Umeniambia Liz ati wewe birthday yako sijui ni leo saa 3.
Saa 3, imagine.
6.
something else. I was at Trace Awards, in Zanzibar.
Yeah, I remember.
And something I have noticed about Tanzanians, they respect one, managers, secondly, media people. Ukiingia hapo useme wewe ni manager wa so and so, people will just they'll just start respecting you from there and then. If you say you're a media person who is there to cover the event, the security like anakutambua because they understand the role a manager and a media partner plays. A media partner is there to tell the audience that's at home what is happening. So they value and they know the value that you're going to bring to the table. But here in Kenya, unapatia Mungai hivi kwa lita mpatie VIP moja. And you're forgetting that she's coming to give you value.
Like, I don't even want to come and see Burna Boy. Sorry.
Like, that's something Kenyan promoters should improve, kindly.
Yeah, they really have to.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. We all want to cover events. We all want to partner together. It's okay if you can pay or you guys whatever you want. But why are you making it so hard?
So hard.
Like, they always make... Ata babe, atakufanya me, there are so many events that have been made to advertise and everything. And then the last minute, they're going to make it like you won't interview the star. That. Yes. Like
that
they always do that. I'm like, okay.
I remember.
Even in many cases, I'm talking to the artist and they're like, any of the artists is like, I would really want to do it.
But the organizer has refused.
The organizer has refused. Like, okay. What's the point?
I get that happens a lot. Actually, kuna event nilikuwa, I can't remember which event I was, and someone just asked me, na Mungai mbona ako kwa hii show? Do you know what crossed my mind? I was like, guys, if you know the struggle we go through to get media passes, like zingine hata unawacha tu.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna stay at home because personally, okay.
You know what I've realized about the Kenyan industry as compared to Tanzania? There's some sort of jealousy and evilness that is filling this industry. I feel like there's some sort of jealousy that is just hanging around our industry, and it's high time we become united.
Yeah, and I think, babe, it's between, you see, we are very young compared to the people who have been in the industry. I've been here and I've heard them talk about it. They're always like, kuna mtoto mdogo amekuja juzi, like, I honestly feel it's not even necessary. Some of us, it's not like we even doing it for money. We just love it.
Passion.
Yeah, passion. But you're making it so hard for us. Mtu anataka,
ni ngumu. Like, it even got to a point I felt like the industry is not making sense to me. Like, inafika point I'm like, ama tu nifungue biashara mimi nianze life yangu. Like, it's so draining. And that's why TZ is beating us 10-0. They are so united. They support each other. They
support their own.
They support their own to begin with. It's high time we support our own. And just basic respect. If you're a promoter, respect media people.
Actually, I think right now we are far from our own people not supporting us. Maybe the fight is between promoters and influencers. Because when you look at what has been happening currently, you'll see that most people, babe, there's a challenge of people getting bigger to 1 million subscribers. I've never seen that ever since I got to this industry. And it's quite amazing. Like, everyone wants BN to be at the top. Like, but ukienda kwa promoters ndio kwa kitu kingine, but I feel like sisi wenyewe we are getting there.
We are getting there, we are getting there. You know, there's something called industry gatekeepers, which is especially with the older artists and the older DJs.
Generation.
Yeah, the older generations. There were people who are being accused of gatekeeping, like the new talents. You see, for like Ben, he had been in Sauti Sol for like 20 years, so he didn't have a personal YouTube channel. So that YouTube channel now was launched when he started his solo career. But I feel like if we started supporting him from the beginning, he would have been far. Because I think I checked his channel, it was to 24K. I don't know imefika ngapi sahi, but I feel as Kenyans, like, let's support our own.
Honestly, BN should be one of our, not even one of our, he's our favorite.
Yeah, BN is like his vocal range, the way he sings, and he's very easy with people.
But then you are there at the Trace Awards. What do you think? He saved the Tanzanians.
Imagine when he was performing with Bosso is the one, not Bosso.
No,
Mario was the one who got on stage. He was singing, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of the song, he introduced BN. I was like, Sisi wa Kenya kwanza
So
tulikuwa
according to
tumeweka.
you, do you feel like he saved Mario?
Personally, I feel like, well, I've listened to Mario separately. I think he has the vocals, but every artist has a bad day. Like unaweza pata hata labda sauti ilikuwa imepotea, and then you know pia the change juu tulikuwa Zanzibar was extremely hot. It was extremely hot, and then the venue was on a beach. It was so windy, so you never know how that affected him. So Bien, it was just his best day. It was his best day, like his vocals were on top. He's tall, and then unakumbuka tulikuwa tumeacha
yani upepo wa bahari,
ni upepo wa bahari tulikuwa tunamuona huko. And then unajua mbona kwa nini nasema he's tall? So the organizers, a bit of a mistake they had done. Ngoja ndio get the reason why I'm saying he's tall. So the organizer alikuwa amefanya makosa kidogo, alikuwa ameweka the seats on the same level. Instead of, unaona stadium vile inakuanga hivi ndio, like, acha kucheka. Watu wako mbele wanafaa kuwa on the lower floor, watu wako nyuma floor inaenda ikiraise ndio muone. So we were on the same level. So ukipata mtu akona kichwa kubwa huwezi ona mbele. But juu Bien ni mrefu, tulikuwa tunamuona sisi wote, which was an advantage.
Yeah, really.
An advantage. I was like, oh, Bien saved the day. He saved the height. He saved everything. Like Bien was just, and then unajua kulikuwa na fight ya Wakenya na wa TZ.
Yohana Mario alikuwa yani upepo wa bahari
unausikia huko. Tena tumalize ni mfupi.
Sina nasema now makes sense because I'm like why am I not cheering you, dude?
Yeah. So, yeah, he's pretty short, but our guy is tall and his vocals are good. Actually, imagine what TZ were like, who's this guy? Like, who is this guy?
Hawajua loser, jamani.
Mpaka kwa comment section wako like, sisi ni wa TZ lakini Bien hapo aliwasaidia, tuliwasaidia. Anyway, Bien alisema tusiongelee Mario vibaya. Probably he was going, alisema hivyo.
Honestly, me, I'm the kind of person who, even if we are having like something we're doing together, I'll never talk ill about someone. Like you cannot talk ill about a homie, honestly.
I also feel kila mtu kwa tuna bad day.
Mimi na wewe tuko na bad day alafu no.
Kila mtu kwa tuna bad day. Kila mtu kwa. Kuna siku Zuchu sijui alikuwa na homa. Yeah, unakumbuka alikuwa na shout.
Okay, why did you have to bring it
No, nimekumbuka ndio na try kusema everyone just has a bad day. Yeah, everyone has a bad day. And it's normal.
Yeah, because sometimes days that you cannot avoid.
True.
Yeah, but true. Also, by the way, whether Mario was having a bad day or a good day, I'll try. Unaweza imba hivyo.
But then imagine I wanted to be an artist when I grew up. Alafu nikaimba kwa studio ya Sida kanifukuza.
What did you sing even?
Imagine I sing like for real.
You can sing right now?
Yeah.
Okay, twende upepo bahari.
Ati upepo.
That's the trending song.
Alafu wanirecord, alafu unajua NGC wanachukua ngatu zile pazini. Waniweke hapo. Bien. Liz Jackson tries to sing like Bien.
Hebu twende baby, lakini you can imagine.
No, by the way I sing.
What can't you do?
I sing, I play
drums. You're that girl. Hebu twende.
I play guitar.
Let's go. Hebu twende baby. Tulipatana bongo.
Sisi mbe acha niimbe Beyonce. Nataka niimbe hiyo.
That's our own. Support our own.
But unajua babe, kuna kitu inaitwa vocal range. My vocal range is different. There is someone who sings English songs better than Swahili.
Unataka kuimba yenye umeshinda umepractice.
Ndio mnichongwe kama Mario. Hebu tuende next topic. Next topic. Ndio nilikuwa na bad day. Wewe nimekuonea IT.
Hiyo pepo bahari. You can't.
Tuende next.
But people are like, oh, how is it that people didn't occupy Burna Boy's event and all the events you've heard? It's been hard to operate them.
I heard the security was quite tight. Plus, mahali mulikuwa mnashukia gari na mahali mna park na mahali event iko, it was a long distance. I heard that the parking space was in Ulinzi complex, and then from there you walk to Uhuru Gardens, and then there were multiple security checks. So I feel like right now organizers washajua about your occupation, so they take security seriously, which is a good thing, because ilikuwa imefika point tunashangaa, what is the future of Kenyan events? But
ati ukitaka event poa
lazima uende nje manze. And then something else. I don't know why tickets are very overpriced here.
Okay, hebu niambie kwanza.
John Legend VVIP was 13,000. VIP was 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Then here sijawahi ona VIP ticket less than 15,000.
Na ile 65k ndio ilikuwa gani?
We, si ndio hiyo VVIP ya Burna Boy was
Burna Boy.
65,000. So my question is, and regular was 6k for Burna Boy. So my question is it because we don't have like a, you know, I'm assuming the reason why tickets are like that in Kigali is because the venue takes 10,000 people. So wakiuza tickets 10,000, that's 100 million. Is it 100? What are mathematics? 10,000 times 10,000, that's I think 100 million if I'm not wrong. So that's why they si lazima wa nini overpriced. But hapa Kenya, if they're expecting 800 people to 1,000,
by the way, I felt they were a little bit overpriced.
If they're expecting 800 people, said lazima wa overpriced juu pia Burna Boy pesa analipo 128 million, lazima make profit. Because of course by the time he's getting on stage he's been paid 100%. Like there's no artist that gets on stage bila pesa yao kumaliziwa. So I feel they overpriced because one, the venue supports very little people. So they just have to do every single thing to kugapio margin. Yeah.
So what do you think should be done now that you visited other...
Oh God, we need a venue. We need an indoor arena that has proper sound. And then you know the sound in Kigali, in the stadium, not stadium, arena, it's inbuilt. Like iko hapo. So unapatanga Kenya, there is an event at KICC.
Burna Boy alikuja na sound yake.
You have to trust.
Oh my
trust
God.
issues.
Yeah, I don't blame him. You remember what happened with Rema?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I can't blame him, honestly.
I remember. Yeah, I also can't blame him because ni kama pia wasanii wangekuja na kuanga ameshatupima akili.
Unapiga research.
Wako zile za
kuna unadhani ingi wasanii wanakuanga busy?
I think wasanii
wanasema ati I'm very booked.
Ai wapi? I think pia hawa wasanii wanaendanga kutusengenya huko nje. Of course Rema na Burna Boy alimpigia kwa mzee. How was Kenya? Akamwambia huko usipoenda na saundi yako wewe utasafa. Burna Boy akasema wacha alete saundi yake.
In the track.
They exchange notes definitely, but we need an indoor arena. Sijakwambia pia huko Trace si ati kulikuwa kupoa. Stage ilianguka mara 3. Stage ilianguka mara 3 mpaka Diamond alifanya press akasema tujengee badi arena, tunataka arena. Stage inadondoka tu tujengee arena. Mama Suluhu tujengee, and then alafu najua ni kwa beach.
Kipi kilikuwa kinatokea?
And then you're on the beach babe with a gown and heels. Unajua tulikuwa tumetoa viatu juu heels zina ingia kwa beach. Yani mambo ni we need to be serious as a country, not as a country, as East African community.
Umesema walikuwa better.
Yeo sasa ni better.
So tuko Zanzibar?
Tulikuwa Zanzibar.
Lakini mko kwa mko arena gani?
Tulikuwa kwa beach.
Mko tu kwa
tulikuwa ndio ati Diamond. Unaona hadi kukasirika hadi mtu anda.
Sisi ni wakikuja.
Yani hadi Diamond akasema manze. And then you know the reason why the event was in Zanzibar is because the last 2 editions zilikuwa Kigali. So organizer anauliza, kwani tutashindanga tumefanya event Kigali juu iko na arena? And of course you need to accommodate other countries because Trace Awards is the whole of Africa. Si wakapeleka Zanzibari. Hala ilidondoka.
Upepo wa bahari.
Fwa. Diamond na madanza wake hata sound check, by the way walifanya sound check very late at around 8 p.m. na event ilikuwa ianze 6:30. Stage mtu anapanda anafanya rehearsal stage inaanguka.
Mimi ninaporomoka tu.
Unajua sasa tuko kwa beach ni sand alafu upepo. You know the ocean in the evening it comes towards the hotel. So you msanii hata anaweza tumbukia Indian Ocean. By the way it's not a good thing.
Akiperform.
Akiperform. By the way, and I think the reason why pia ili enhance performance ya Bien ni mrefu. Na unajua ukiwa mrefu upepo iko.
I think hiyo mrefu yake umeshinda umeongelea sana guys. You need to be tall.
Physics, study physics. Like the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. So the cooler the voice becomes.
But you know you are laughing and so sad.
It's so sad. It's so, like guys tunajiaibisha. Acha nikwambie, event ya Trace tulijaibisha sana as East Africans. Juu unajua Rema kwanza vile nilimwangalia mood yake ni kama haikuwa poa. Alipanda stage akapewa award. Akafanya uzeba.
Alishakuja ile nyingine.
Hata hakupost
kuja.
Hata hakupost alikuwa Zanzibar.
Itabidi tu
and then kitu iliniumiza ni wasanii walikuwa huko ni wasanii like wakubwa.
They are very brave.
There are people who flew in from France. Alafu hiyo ndio tunadondosha stage na upepo wa bahari.
It
was a shame. Like we need an arena, not just Kenya. Pia Tanzania kumbe tu tuko same.
I think kila mahali
Yeah.
sasa tunachanga, tunatengeneza,
Yeah.
tunatenga.
It's so sad. It's
babe, people showed up from everywhere. They just
everywhere. People flew in.
You're
From France.
Mimi niliona status zako nikasikia tu aibu
Na mi ulikuwa unatani hivi unaona huu ametoka France, unatani hivi unaona huyu ni sijui nani wa Davido, unatani hivi management ya Rema.
Mchanga alikuja huku.
Alafu unajua sasa kitu ilifanya ni feel vibaya. Rema alikuwa ametoka Grammys. Alafu ameingia upepo wa bahari.
Ni sawa tu alipiga upepo wa bahari. We're still learning, gonna get there. Yeah, babe, we're East Africa.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
But why is Kigali ahead of us? That's a question.
I'll never understand.
Because they have an arena that is...
And the fact that they're so organized.
Extremely organized and clean. And then, kitu ilinifurahisha, the president was in the concert. Alikuwa kwa concert, amepiga nini yake, kepi yake moto, t-shirt.
Hapo kwa concert. Manifesto amepiga proper. Ameongea ukweli. President wetu anakuwa wapi? Tuongee tu
hata haijulikani sahi yako wapi, but anyway.
Si tukukarana na president wetu.
Lakini president wetu hawezi kanyanga event ya
ndio nakuuliza.
Haiwezi.
Makosa itakuwa imefanyika.
Makosa itakuwa imefanyika. Ajilete. So please, if you're listening to this and you are an investor, kindly, we need an arena in Kenya. Uganda sasa, sisi tukicomplain Uganda watasema aje?
Sana Uganda kwanza tuanza tu na Rwanda umetuacha, si ndio?
Rwanda wametuacha.
Sana Uganda
wametuacha. Yeah. Rwanda wametuacha.
But it was quite unfortunate. It was a shame.
It was a shame, and it's something that should never happen
honestly,
again.
When I hear about East Africa,
Ooh.
I think we should be better always.
That's why I'm saying, if us we are complaining, what about
the rest? Yeah, we just need to be better. Anyway, over the weekend there was another event that was happening. We were all asked to dress in all white. You know,
I saw you in all white asking us which one should I wear. Nikavote na nilivote kuvaa
kwa sababu babe, it had a problem. Whatever I ordered and what I got
were two different things. Alafu?
Yeah, I don't need to shame anyone, but it was babe, it was different.
Ilikuwa mbaya.
Nakuonyesha picha utashangaa. So I had to wear what I had.
Okay.
And people were talking and people were like, Okay, me personally, when they invite us, especially people
how
in
was the invite?
media,
Through WhatsApp? How was it?
I was called.
Oh, you were called?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got the invite through WhatsApp. And I was like, when this person invites us, there has to be a business. I didn't know what was happening, but I was very sure it's a business. I even told my friend, this is a business that they are launching.
Are you saying they are users? Are you trying to beat around the bush?
I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I don't beat around the bush. But these are the kind of people who will invite you if you're media,
if you're bringing value.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's wait about the weddings. It's coming, babe, in October or September, I don't know.
That one, people are not going to get invitations.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, let's continue.
That's the point. So I was like, this is a business. And I was like, okay, let me just go and see. And it was quite unfortunate and maybe fortunate to some people. Personally, I felt if you are an influencer or a public figure and you're launching a business, at least if you have invited fellow influencers and you're launching a business and you expecting us to post about it.
Oh, you had been asked to post?
We've not been asked.
But of course, naturally, when you go there,
okay,
at least
maybe I don't understand it, but maybe make it make sense.
Of course, when I invite you, I am expecting you as the influencer, you're going to say where you are. And by default, when you say where you are, you're going to explain to people what was happening. So that is me building my business. Anyway, so about, this is what I have to say about it for people who are not understanding. You guys are
wengi.
Okay, let me just give my thoughts. Let me be the bad sheep, because I'm always the bad sheep everywhere.
Yeah, please.
I'm always the bad sheep, because you're playing safe.
Yeah.
You're playing safe. So
you're pretending.
You're pretending here.
Yes, you're pretending.
So Bahati and Diana had a launch. They were calling it the Bahati's Big Day, and they had invited influencers. And what happened was they were launching a betting company, which they had not mentioned to anyone. So the problem comes here is you are inviting influencers. The business that you are starting, many influencers are already influencers of other betting companies. Remember, these people have signed contract, and there's a part of the contract that says you should never be seen anywhere close to a conflicting business. This is what I mean. If you're promoting Coca-Cola, you're not supposed to be seen with Pepsi.
At all.
Yeah.
If
Myself,
you're promoting Betika, you're not supposed to be seen with Audible.
Exactly. Like, that's conflict of interest. That's the word. So this is how influencers felt. They were called to this launch. They didn't know what was happening. And voila, a betting company was launched. So you're on this venue. There are banners all over with the betting company. And 90% of the influencers in attendance are working with other betting companies. So what happened was, most influencers didn't post the business that was launched. Because if you post, that is conflict of interest with your client, just to mention a few. Yeah. So most influencers felt like Bahati would have been honest from the very beginning and told people, this is what we are launching. If you're able to come, come.
Can you come?
Yeah. Instead of not telling people what was happening, and then you get there, and then there's a betting company. And what made me, there's a particular person who said, when the business was launched and there were just banners of it, like ulikuwa yani unahepa hivi, kamera isikushike, because ikikushika hivi alafu client wako waone, tuseme kama client wa SportPesa akuone, what are you doing with a banner behind with another conflicting betting company? That's a case. Yeah. Like, you can actually lose your job. Yeah, it's that serious. So I feel, if I am ever planning to open a business and I want you to come, I will tell you what the business will be. Because I don't want to put you in trouble. Like, yes, congratulations to them, they opened a business, but I feel like you should be considerate of other people. Be considerate of where other people get their money. Because influencers didn't post what was happening.
Everyone.
Yeah, like, I feel myself, as much as I'm launching a business, I will be mindful to other people.
That's something that people are so afraid to talk about.
Yeah.
But me, immediately when I saw what was being launched, I was like, okay. So this, we are here for this.
You didn't record, I'm sure, because how? Like, and then, you know what, kitu ilinifurahisha ni when the countdown was going, everyone was like this. And then mkona nini mnalaunch huko? You can't even post the footage. Yeah, you can't even say, unless you say congratulations on your new business. You can't say congratulations on launching this and this, because that is conflict of interest with your clients.
And I also feel something that people maybe wouldn't say is, if at all you're launching a business and you've invited these people, maybe not me, not you, other people, maybe other small influencers who are coming up, can you just appreciate them? It's a business you're launching.
Okay.
Can you maybe give them even that job?
You know what?
Or,
yes.
Am I overthinking,
No, you're not overthinking. I feel like what Bahati should have done, once they put up the business, they will have identified the potential influencers that they want to work with and invited them and paid them to post. You understand? That would have been a better business approach that would have been fair to everyone, as opposed to inviting, can I name drop? As opposed, let me just name drop. As opposed to inviting Maya Okoth, who works with Maybets, and then now Maya Okoth is confused because she cannot post.
You didn't even know why you were here first.
Yeah, like that's unfair. Not that I'm jealous they launched a business, but I'm looking at it in the fairness of all the parties. That is something they should have done different. Yeah, because even if I was there personally, and I don't work with any betting company at the moment, and the reason why I don't work with a betting company is because I am an influencer of an alcohol company. And one of the rules on the contract is, if you're influencing for alcohol, you cannot influence for betting. You cannot do both. So even if I was there, I would have gotten into trouble. And those rules are called DMC rules. And you know, companies like EABL do not take it lightly when you break such a rule. So I expect you, as you're launching a business, please tell me, because I might lose my job because of that. And then do you know what happened? Ignorance is not a defense. in court. So if I was there and I was seen with a betting company and I'm working with EABL, I would have been told, of all the DMC trainings we've taught you, how could you be in presence of a betting company? Like ningeji explain aje. I would have lost my job.
Yeah, I don't even have something to talk about.
I would have lost my job. So to me, I feel like next time influencers, when you're launching a business,
just be honest about it.
Just be honest, especially if you know it's gonna affect other influencers. Or let me just give them benefit of the doubt. Probably they didn't look at it like that.
Yeah,
probably they didn't. So this is a chance for you to learn that when you're inviting influencers, please check the type of business that you're launching. If you know it's a conflict of interest with a client that another influencer is working with, just be honest with them. Hey, by the way, hata sasa ndio nimefikiria. Because of the DMC rule, if I attended that launch, I would have been in trouble. Yeah, and then mimi naweza kosa kupost, but upate kuna bloggers wengine walikuwa wana record. Exactly, alishakuchukua. Ama uko innocent. Of course, at the red carpet they must put the banner because they are promoting the business. Ni kwetu napita kwa banner, alafu mtu anipige picha. I lose my job like that.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
I feel we should be very honest with each other.
Yeah.
If I'm calling you for my event and it's something that maybe I'm calling it exclusive and everything, let me just let you know what exactly we are doing. If at all it's a business. If we're just doing things for fun, maybe I'm getting the brabas, like it's okay.
Imagine I'm launching.
I
don't want to pronounce because I don't know the pronunciation well. Okay. Imagine I'm launching a business, and I know very well I'm launching a travel agency, and I'm inviting you. Na ukiniuliza niko zile za hapana ni surprise taki watu wajue, and I know very well you work with Bonfire, and I'm inviting you honestly to come and to come for a launch of my travel agency. I'm not being a good friend to you. Yeah, because I'm putting you in trouble. It's not fair at all.
Yeah,
I
don't think it's
fair.
Heri
hata nikwambie Eve manze hii launch yangu sitaweza kukuinvite because I'm launching a travel agency and you already work with a travel agency.
Na wakna utataka kuja.
Exactly. Ama hiyo.
Yeah,
ama are you willing to switch to this? Like that should be a conversation. I won't just blindly
I felt
do
it
that
was
to you.
kind of unfair because most influencers, they won't say it, but I would see it on their face.
I'm the black sheep. I'm not saying to y'all.
They were very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Yeah.
And actually it happened for a few hours. Blah, blah, blah.
How was the mood when you guys saw that banner? What were the conversations in the room?
Okay, personally, I wasn't shocked.
At me, I wasn't sure because I kind of knew.
Yeah,
I kind of knew it was a betting company.
No, I didn't know it was actually.
Oh, you knew it was a business. No, but what were other influencers saying?
No, I just I would say most of the people were disappointed.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because there's a
like unajua ile mix ya babe, I'm happy for you, but ungeni show tu.
Yeah, ungeni show. Yeah, I get. It was so unfair because the moment I saw that banner and I'm looking the influencers who are there, I was like, this is trouble. Anyway, next time guys, just be honest.
Yeah. I don't think tutakuja tu.
Heri nikuja nikusupport nikijua ni nini na happen. Una get? But
kuliko tena unanibo, someone nikasirishe.
Kwanza nimefikiria hiyo kitu ya DMC rule. I'm traumatized. I'll be very keen on things that I attend because I can easily just lose my job.
Na people were disappointed, people were like kila mtu alitoka kaisha.
And that's something else I encourage influencers. Please always read your contracts thoroughly. If your client has trainings, please attend.
Yeah, because you cannot always... But you cannot treat us kama wewe ni influencer honestly.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming
from. Mahali, sasa mimi naenda kuanza kuangalia rules sijui nini. Sina kuaminia. Like I won't even think about it twice. Umeniita na kuja.
Watu wa kuitana basi ndio wanafaa wajue. They should look out for.
Yeah, but we also don't blame them because maybe they didn't know.
Maybe they didn't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whether I could actually speak. No.
Utapigwa vita kwa hii
No, but that's...
No, watu kwa wanasemanga ni Eve. That is vitu zenye ni...
Nah, I have an independent brain, you guys. Whatever I say is... They are my words. They're my words.
But anyway, if it's me, it's okay as well. Because I also felt it was quite...
Even before you told me, the moment I saw what was being launched, I knew.
I didn't even tell you.
Yeah,
I knew.
And then you know what? Hey, actually, there's this media company that was covering the event, and I was
What
at
was
home. I was
covering the
trying
event, though?
to follow. Of
Okay,
course,
I'm sorry.
one of the bloggers, not blog. I hate that word, bloggers. One of the media people who was there, I know they work with a betting company. So the moment they didn't post the launch, I knew what was happening. And then unajua mafans hawajui, mafans wako, we uko event ya Bahati, upost nini wame launch.
And it's quite unfortunate that you've been covering everything else, and then when it's there, okay,
you can't. Yeah, so.
And also, babe, can we normalize if at all you're so blessed and you're giving out the big gifts, the big you're launching the big business ventures, can you also appreciate influencers? Because, babe, do you imagine everyone who went to that event
spent less than 10K?
Yeah, nguo imeshonwa tuseme ni 5K.
Alafu unapata ni betting company.
Kwenda huko sijui wapi huko aje, babe. Unajua ni mbali. To and fro. Hiyo ni 2,000 minimum. Like everyone used 10,000 or less. Like if I'm coming to support you and we are doing business. Ama nakuwa materialistic?
No, you're not being materialistic because mimi, when someone invites me for something, I do those mathematics. I'm like, I'm getting an outfit, I'm doing makeup, I'm doing hair, I'm doing nails, there's transport to get. So why should I spend 10,000 on you?
Actually, it was like 15.
Yeah, actually 15, especially kwa madem. Yeah, like as much as I'm coming to show up for you as a friend, it's hurting my pocket. So what I feel should have been done is they should have just sat down and selected influencers who they want to work with, wakuja wa launch na walipwe. As opposed to inviting everyone else and then people have and then now you can't even post what happened. Now that's even the worst part. Heri basi kama ulipwi, ukipost what was happening, at least you get the visibility that you at Bahati's event. But right now you at Bahati's event, but utaki kusema ni nini ili happen. Juu utafutwa kazi mali unafanya kazi. You understand? Yeah, so I mean, it's a learning experience to both parties, especially if you're launching something. Kindly be mindful, especially when you're inviting influencers. Be mindful. Just be mindful.
Yeah, it's quite unnecessary. Just tell us. And unajua influencers pia they are very talented brains. Watafikiria how to go about it. Whether you're in some business or not, like they always think about how we can go about it. But mtu come out as a fool, like, surely, it's quite unfortunate.
It's so...
Anyway, I think we end it there. This point. And by the way, Liz, I wanted to tell you that from the next episode, I want people to be calling us.
Nice.
You know, that was the dream
initial,
in the beginning.
Ilipala akakuja hapa akatuchanganya.
So people should be calling us, asking us questions about relationships, about anything you want to know,
or any advice.
Exactly. So can you tell them from next episode wanafaa
kupigia, tutawaekea namba hapa chini, so you guys can just call us and then
we're gonna be live.
We're gonna be live answering your questions and advising you, and I feel like that will bring like the human side of this podcast where we like interact with
that's the
directly.
Dream about it. And I felt
before we do the live show,
exactly I felt like we were unajua ukianzanga kitu and then mambo mingi na happen unazanga kugo
astray
from the dream, and it's the devil. The devil. Exactly. But now we are here. So from the next episode, kama uko hapo, you want to share something about relationship. You've seen people, by the way. Have you seen the story today about the guy who was sharing about?
I've seen about the heartbreak. Like he's here. Those are the type of people we should be advising, because we've been there, we've done that.
Actually, we don't really even want to advise them. We want to hear the story.
The stories,
and maybe someone, a profession, can advise them, talk to them. And the good thing is just the interaction. You get to hear about people, because there are people who are going through a lot. Maybe someone won't even like people are going through a lot. We don't want you guys to be in that position. We want to give you this platform so that you can call us. Unatupigia tu simu unatuambia manze kunaenda hivi na hivi. Manze mimi niko na mbuzi zote nataka kupeleka Liz wapi. Yani it's just an example. Anyway guys, it's been an amazing episode of
Hey Girl. Until next time.
Bye bye. I'm your host Mungai Eve and
Rich Girl Liz Jackson.
See you next time.
One.